Rock Hall relocation. You know, persons have been somewhat naive with respect to some persons, not everyone, with why this government is seeking to provide housing for persons who are at Rock Hall Squad. And I say to them, you have Caribbean people who came to this country some 30, 40 years ago, 20 years ago, and you have some children, as I speak to you now, who don't know any other place they live other than Rock Hall. Some are 4 years old, and I travel to Rock Hall pretty often, 5 years old. Some are 20 years old, some are working, and that's the only place they live. Now to tell me they are citizens of this country, and this government saw it fit, because this matter has been around for eons. For over 30 years we were looking to address the issue of Rock Hall relocation. This is a safety issue. We have persons who have erected houses on a dock. And if you understand chemistry and you know what internal combustion is, it only takes a spark sometimes to get the fire. So they are living on what we call a safety hazard. And it is in government's interest to protect these children and their families and provide housing to them. And it is not free housing. There is a policy with respect to the Rock Hall relocation where persons are provided with grant to provide their own relocation. The land at Concordia North that will house most of the Rock Hall residents, that is north of Dawes, of Her Majesty's Dawes Prison. When you travel there, you see all of the infrastructure work going on. We have also built some 22 houses at Carpenter's Glade extension just above the prison. We've also built some houses at Lead Vale, and persons from Rock Hall will be moving into those houses by the end of this month. The relocation, Carpenter's Glade extension has some 22 houses for persons living at Rock Hall who will be relocated. Lead Vale has some 12 houses. So clearly you see that we have started that process, and persons, some have moved thus far. We've only moved 7 thus far, but the fact that we've engaged in infrastructure and we have acquired land at Dawes, at Her Majesty's Prison Dawes, north of the prison, where we intend to house most of these 200 odd persons who have to be relocated. Only within the last 2 weeks we have demolished some 25 structures. So work has restarted, and I must say we stopped the work there because during our pandemic and the fact that we had to address Hurricane Elsa, we have limited resources in terms of manpower and also funding. So we had to prioritize. So we removed some of our work from addressing the challenges with the Rock Hall relocation, because we recognize we have to look at the critical nature of what we were doing as a government. Those persons at Rock Hall were at home. So we said let's give this project a little 6 months where we address the with respect to our resources. We have now gone back to Rock Hall, and like I said, last month, February, we removed some 20-something odd structures, and work could continue there weekly. And I'm hoping this is not a project that will finish this year. So if we're looking to see the end of Rock Hall this year, that's not possible. But we're hoping that we can get by the end of this year at least 50% of the residents out of Rock Hall and into their homes.